I was born and grew up on the most beautiful Jeju island in South Korea. My parents didn't have much, but always filled with the laughter and love. I remember my mom would go to the next door to borrow a bowl of rice with my 5 siblings and me before the bed. Then I came to America and chasing the American dream. You can be anything you want to be if you work hard. So I worked hard, move up, and achieving the American dream. Big house, expensive cars, great career, plus vacation homes. One in the ski area for the winter and timeshare in the Caribbean. I achieved American dream. So I thought. Then one life event changed everything. My late husband passed away without a warning. It rocked core of my life. I was devastated by losing him. At the same time, I was overwhelmed with all the material things we accumulated. I went into a series of soul searching. I decided to minimize my possessions one by one. I became a minimalist. Now I live free of that and only possess what matters to my life. There is a saying, we all come to the end of our lives as naked and empty-handed as on the day we were born. We cannot take our riches with us. I see life from different perspective. Freedom, the new American dream. Are you looking for freedom in your life? My book, How to Simplify, Have Freedom in Your Life, 6 Steps to Live Healthy in Mind, Body, and Spirit, is for you. Implementing any or all 6 of these life elevating suggestions in this minimal-sized, easy-to-read book will guide you to simplify your life and feel the resultant freedom. The key to any life transformation is not the size of the book, but rather reading, learning, and applying. The compact size allows you to keep this book close at hand as you review, reflect, create relevance in your life to the 30-day challenges found at the end of each chapter. Now, have fun and feel the freedom. The book is available at Amazon.com.
My name is Sundhar Srinivasan. My friends call me Sunny. I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado with my wife and daughter. March 2022, I published this book, Generate Weekly Retirement Income and Keep the Goose That Lays the Golden Eggs. Unique book. There is no book like this in Wall Street or financial circle, to the best of my knowledge. This book teaches you to generate weekly income from day one by utilizing your financial securities. You can earn double-digit annual returns without anyone's help. The key is to buy high quality stocks, write covered calls, and collect premiums. One of the readers commented, you will go from being a newbie to becoming an expert in just a few hours. It breaks the myth that one should always buy a stock and keep it close to your chest for long term gains. This book is for everyone, those who want to grow their investment and generate steady weekly income in their qualified savings accounts, such as Roth IRAs and IRAs, or a regular account. Retirees are those likely to retire in the next 5, 10, or 15 years. Those who are completely new to investing and have no prior knowledge of managing their own portfolio. If you are in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, investment club managers, fund managers, financial advisors. In my book, I impart the required knowledge, provide step by step instructions, share trading screenshots starting from chapter 4. No prior knowledge about stock, option, or covered call is needed. You can perform paper trading before executing a real trade. You can take full control of your portfolio. It empowers women. You will learn various strategies to suit your weekly income goals. There are other interesting chapters, topics that I have covered in this book, such as pension payment, utilizing assets that you don't use to generate weekly income, how to generate income while living abroad. As income projection, as an example, if you had $100,000 in your QSA account, you can typically generate $1,000 a week, or if you do this transaction for 30 weeks in a year, potentially $30,000. My book is priced at $18.99. There are a couple of options to buy the book. One is through Etsy, and the other option is to send the money directly to our PayPal accounts. This information is captured in my video. In any case, the shipping is for free. I wish you all good luck, and I'm very confident you will make the best use and generate plenty of cash for a very comfortable retired life.
My name is Peggy Swagger, and I'm a dog behaviorist who's had a lot of experience with different problem dogs over the years. One category of dogs that I've worked with a lot are rescue dogs. I began to notice that rescues had problems acclimating to their new homes, including acting very fearful. The Humane Society has reported that dogs that came into the rescue that were deemed very adoptable after 3 weeks would sometimes become unnerved and no longer be considered adoptable. That could lead a person to wonder why so many issues. Sadly, the rescue process itself can introduce a lot of stress, and stress can deteriorate a dog's sense of safety and well-being. After helping people learn how to acclimate their dogs to their new home and how to help dogs that were having a hard time or feeling stressful, I wrote a book called Rescue Your Dog from Fear. I also did a lot of work with a special category of dogs that have difficulty when it comes to acclimating to the house, and that's the mill dog rescue. Those dogs, oftentimes before they come to their new home, have never been in a regular home at all. All they know is cages, and in those cages, all they knew were stress and fear. So their difficulty is compounded by the fact they need to learn how to stop being afraid of everything. Some of them hide out in the house the whole time they're there. This book helps you teach these dogs how to adapt to a new home. Another book I wrote is called Hard to House Train. Now, any good house training book will tell you the correct way to use positive techniques to help dogs that need help with their house training or just getting started with puppies. But some dogs have issues after that, including house training regression, where you may put them outside, but they come back in and eliminate anyway. Submissive peeing, greeting peeing can be difficulties for some people, as well as male marking. There is a lot of different problems people have given up dogs for with house training. You can find solutions to those problems in this book. Thank you. My 2 books are Rescue Your Dog from Fear and Hard to House Train. Peggy Swagger has 2 books on dog training, which were discussed in this short presentation. The first book, called Rescue Your Dog from Fear, helps people learn training for rescue dogs who are struggling to adapt to their new home. The second book, Hard to House Train, helps people successfully tackle impossible house training issues. Both books are available at Amazon.com and Dogwise.com. Many libraries carry both books. Peggy Swagger's website is PeggySwagger.com.
My name is Lonzie Symonette, and I am excited to tell you about my new book titled Back in the Day. The genre is history, religion, and faith. The history of Payne Chapel African Methodist Episcopal Church in Colorado Springs back in the day. Back in the day is a step in the process, a glimpse of what early pioneers accomplished. Research, networking, many documentations, collaborations with PPLD, Special Collections, and PPLD, Colorado Springs Pioneers Museum, the Black History Museum of Colorado Springs, interviews with friends of the pioneers and relatives of the pioneers has made Back in the Day a rich historical treasure. Look forward to the release of this book summer 2022. My webpage is lmspublishers.com, lmspublishers.com. We are celebrating 150 years of Payne Chapel being a faith light in the community of Colorado Springs.